မင်္ဂလာပါဒီနေ့ live video ကကျွန်မရဲ့နောက်ထပ် online student နဲ့interview ပုံစံလေးနဲ့သူတို့ရဲ့ experience sharing ကိုပြောပြရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် Okay, good evening, Phyu.
Good evening, Chen.
How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks.
Okay, all right. So are you ready to start?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you to tell the audience, people who are watching now, about yourself first, right? Who are you, and also, everything that you have achieved.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Hello, I'm Phyu. I'm 16 now. I'm from Loico, and I've just finished the matriculation this year. Yes.
Okay. So why don't you tell people about your matriculation result, if you don't mind?
Yes, I got all D's, and I'm going to attend the University of Medicine, Dangji, next year.
Okay. All right. Okay. So can you share your learning experience with me, starting from the time you attended my class online? And honestly, we have never met outside, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So
I started attending your online class since I finished grade 9.
Yeah, I remember that time, right? You were so little, and all the classmates in the class were much older than you, and they were surprised at you about doing all the assignments together with them. Right?
Yes.
Okay.
At that time, I was looking for a good English offline class.
Okay.
And I didn't know any good English offline class in Loico. And fortunately, one of my Facebook friends invited me to like your page.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Then I watched your posts, and I joined the group, Eureka group.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Then I saw your students sharing their learning experiences.
Okay.
Yes. And then I thought like, my God, this is the class I must attend.
Okay. All right. So, what about? Can you share your learning journey with me from that time and what happened until now? Can you share more?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. That was summer. So, and the class I joined was General English online class. And as it was summer, it was okay for me to do the assignments. And as the schools didn't open yet.
Okay.
And yes, and when the school opened, I changed the type.
Okay.
You remember?
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, like I wrote 3 or 4 essays a week.
Okay.
Then you gave me feedbacks.
Okay.
And then till November.
Okay. You remember it exactly.
Yes.
All right. So I'm just wondering the feedback that I provided during your school year for the 10th standard exam and for your English. Was it helpful, and how did it help you with your English in general?
Yes, it was really helpful for me. And as I wrote a lot of essays during the class, during the journey, yes,
Okay.
I became familiar with writing essays. And then I got a lot of prompts from your class. And then your feedbacks, and from your feedbacks, I knew my mistakes, and then I corrected it. Then it was really helpful for me for my matriculation exam.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
I'm glad.
And I got 79 in English.
Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing your marks. I've never asked up until now. Right. Okay.
It's because of you.
Okay. No, it's not. I'm just a part in your learning journey.
Yeah.
You were the only person who was responsible for everything that you achieved in your life. I was just a part. right, in your journey. I'm happy that I could play a part in your learning journey. So let's talk about after that, what happened to you with, I mean, this online class. Can you
Yeah.
share
And
more?
then after the exam, I started attending the class again, and it was really enjoyable.
Okay, so which part do you think is the most enjoyable part in attending my class?
The Monday assignments is watching 3 videos. Each lasts for about 30 minutes, and 2 is for personal development, and 1 is for English skills. And yes, from watching videos like TED Talks and Your Lives, it helped me. It helped me improve a lot of my skills. Like it boosts my self-confidence, self-love, self-responsibility,
Okay.
and etc. And how I learned a lot from them. I learned how other people struggled, how they reached their goals, and about their interesting past experiences.
Okay. All right. So you're talking about my live videos. Some of the videos I went live and I used Myanmar, and I use those
Yes.
videos as one of the translation exercises for you guys, right?
Yeah.
So are there any
Yes.
challenges translating them back into English? And if so, what are they and how did you overcome them?
There are no special challenge. It's easy to translate.
Okay.
Because we have watched a lot of videos, like self-improvement videos in the past,
Yeah.
and so there was no any special difficulty.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. And continue, please.
And as after watching a lot of videos for many weeks, and the language becomes familiar with us,
Okay.
and it becomes easier to watch the videos without any subtitles.
Wow. Okay. So that means your listening skill has improved, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. So what was your struggle at first? I mean, watching videos without subtitles.
But I don't understand them. They are talking
Yeah.
really
Okay.
fast.
Yeah. So
Yes.
either it's about their pace, right? Whether they
Yes.
spoke very, very fast or slow, or was it the vocabulary that they use, or what was it? What was your biggest challenge at first?
The vocabulary that they use, and also their accent.
Their accent.
Oh, is that?
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, good. I'm glad that you can watch videos without subtitles. That's one of the biggest improvements.
Yes, and also reading.
Reading. Okay. What
Yes,
what do you
reading.
want to share about reading?
At first, I took IELTS reading. Yes, reading passage.
Yeah.
At first, I took more than 20 minutes
Oh, okay. To
to
finish.
finish. Yes, to finish reading the passage and to answer the questions.
Okay. All right.
And after book one, after finishing book one, then it becomes easy, and I can memorize the contents
Now you mean
easily.
memorize or you can remember?
I
You
remember.
remember the content easily.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Good. And what about your time limit? Usually you
Oh,
guys have to finish it in 20 minutes. And
yes.
what's your improvement in reading now?
I can finish them within 20 minutes.
Okay. So what about the
Yes.
new new assignment that I just introduced, listening, the
BBC.
pure audio and quite a bit
Yes.
long? Do you want to
Yes.
share anything about that particular lesson?
Yes, I want to share. At first, we have to listen BBC 6 minutes English, and it was a bit easy
Yeah.
because
It was a
I can
breeze, right?
read the script.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay, I
I
know.
can read the script. And when you introduce the new assignment, it was really long. It's about 26 minutes.
6 minutes. You remember the exact time.
Yes. Yes.
All right, okay, good.
Oh my God, I was shocked.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Uh, there are, but As I've watched a lot of videos, it was easy for me.
Okay.
Not very
Not
difficult
very
for me.
difficult, exactly. All right, good. So
Yeah.
learning is all about practice, right? So some people think
Yes.
you learn something in a few weeks, in a few months, and you become a master of that language or that particular subject. And do you agree with that?
A few
A
months.
few months, in a few months, and in a few weeks, or in just
No.
you can master everything. Your
No,
vocabulary
no.
skill has improved dramatically, and you can listen to all the all the audio files, and you can watch videos without subtitles. Some people think that
No.
way, right? So that's why they think
No.
you can finish learning English in 3 months, 6 months. They believe it that way. And what do you think about that?
No, it takes a lot of time. It's a long process.
Okay.
It's a process. We need to take time to master any language.
Okay, so when did you start realizing about that? It takes time to build up your skills step by step and day in and day out.
Because I've been learning English since I was 5 or 6, and now I'm still learning.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling my students. You learn grammar at school, right? You learn it you learn it at the elementary level, and then you move on to the middle school and then high school.
Yeah.
And when some of them they become graduates, they finish their attending all the university, and they are still learning grammar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Interesting.
Okay, so
And
yeah, and
I want to share about the book too.
oh, okay, go ahead.
The book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Yeah.
In fact, I've read it in Myanmar.
Oh, okay, good.
Yes, last year, and this book is really interesting. And from this, I've learned a lot of skills that are really helpful in my everyday life, like how to set healthy boundaries, how to build healthy relationships, and how to communicate, how to be proactive, etc. And at first, while reading this, it took me 1 hour or
Okay.
yes, like that, to finish 6 or 7 pages.
Okay, to really understand, you mean, right?
Yes, to really
I
understand.
see.
And yes, and now my reading speed is improving.
Okay. So since you are talking about reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, right? So it's a book that you are a teenager. So as a teenager, what's your feedback on reading that kind of book? And for me, what my question is, being a teenager, if you start reading books like 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, how does it help you with your life, and how does it help you with your maturity, do you think?
And yes, as we are teenager, we haven't studied anything yet. We're just starting to enter life. And yes, it's reading such books helps us to prepare for the life journey we have to walk.
Okay. All right. Okay.
In the future.
Okay. All right. Thank you for sharing. All right. Anything else that you want to add?
What shall I add?
Anything, for example, overall improvement. Now you focus mainly on speaking, reading, and writing skills that you have some experience with me. And what about your overall personal development?
Oh yes, personal development. And these assignments not only help me to improve my English skills, but also makes me mature.
Okay, how? Can you give me an example? I love when my students say I think. So how does it help you with your maturity? Can you give me and give us and give those who are watching just one example, tiny little example?
Okay. For example, I've learned that when a problem or a particular case occurs, I should watch every perspective. I should try to understand another person's perspectives.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So in other words, it
What?
is teaching you how to have empathy, right? So when people have
Yes.
empathy, they can be in that person's place and to feel what other people are feeling and to know how
Yes.
what it's like to be in their place. All right.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Like.
Okay. So anything that what is your please share your famous motto that you live by with me and also with the people who are watching this live video. What would it be
Okay.
from a teenager? I want to know, and maybe
Okay.
they want to know too. What would it be?
My favorite quotation is "Be yourself."
Be yourself.
Yes, many people, especially teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
trying to imitate other
Yeah,
person, and
exactly.
yes, they don't want to accept
Mm-hmm.
themselves, and that's the problem, I think.
Okay.
So
So,
be yourself and accept yourself.
okay, all right.
It will lead us to happiness, true
Okay, true
happiness.
happiness. Quite a nice
Yes.
piece of advice from a teenager. Thank you for sharing your
Yes.
opinions and
Thank
all
you.
your experiences and interesting stories with me and with people out there, right? A lot of people are watching this live video now, and I am sure they can learn something from this interview. And thank you so much, Ban Piu Wei. And okay, I'll see you soon. And thank you everyone for watching the live video as well. Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Bye.
Okay.